Hello, YouTube fans, BJN1990, and I am coming at you today with a somewhat interesting list. I am going to rank all six of the cartoons that were produced by duo Arlene Klasky and Garber Csupo, I think it's pronounced. That were all aired on Nickelodeon, and this is my opinion. And if it, like I always say, it's cool if you agree, it's okay if you don't, but this is my opinion. Here's all six of the major shows that aired from the 90s and mid 2000s. I hope you enjoyed. Here we go. Number 6. This is a scary one. Real monsters. The Monsters Incorporated before Monsters Incorporated. Reason I ranked it at the bottom is it was a good show. It wasn't really my cup of tea. I hated the grumble. It was mean. That's all I gotta say about that. I remember reading somewhere, I guess the producers wanted to make a movie based off that show because of the success of the Rugrats movie. Yeah, but Nickelodeon turned it, refused because they thought it'd be too scary for children. Really, Nickelodeon, you have not only that show, but you had Are You Afraid of the Dark and the future one, Invader Zim, and a movie based off Real Monsters was too scary. Whatever. Anyway, that's number 6. Number 5, All Grown Up. Now, I know a lot of diehard Rugrats fans was not a fan of this show, but I kinda liked it. I mean, seeing some of the characters you grew up with as instead of babies as middle school students, I mean, I thought it was a good one. I mean, I thought they did a good job. I mean, yeah. Number 4. I always thought this was one of Nickelodeon's most educational cartoons, The Wild Thornberrys. I mean, they went to different parts of the world and just it was one of those families. Just it was an icon. They even did a movie. They did a second one with Rugrats, and just yeah, I had fond memories with that show. I think my favorite episode of that show was the one where it was revealed how Eliza got the power to talk to both people and animals. But yeah, wild thornberries. Number 3. Now, this is one I did not. Let me rephrase it. This is one I liked and my sister liked too. Rocket Power. We are riders on a mission, action kids in it. Okay, I'm not gonna sing any more parts of these TV shows' theme songs, so I'm sorry, but yeah. Rocket Power. Otto, Reggie, Twister, Sam, Ray, Tito. I go on all day. Yeah, that was a good show. It came out the same year as a certain other Nickelodeon cartoon about a talking sponge who lives in a pineapple under the sea and flips burgers. What was that show called again? I forgot. Oh, yeah! SpongeBob! And I think we all know who won that year. And you know what? No, Rocket Power wasn't. I mean, it was no. It wasn't the best. How can I put this? It was a good show. That's all I can say. It was a really, really good show. I even owned a Rocket Power video game for the original PlayStation, Team Rocket Rescue. Also, I gotta say this. Kids who watch the Loud House of Nickelodeon nowadays will never notice, but Reggie from Rocket Power, she was the original Lynn Loud Jr. I had to say it. But anyway, Rocket Power. Okay, down to the top two. Number two. Oh, God. This was another show my sister and I agreed on, As Told by Ginger. This was a guilty pleasure of mine, my friends. Oh, yes, I used to always get excited when a new episode would come out. I would tell my sister what would happen and just. Yes, I mean, personally, I think As Told by Ginger should have gotten the SpongeBob treatment. That show should be on forever. That show should have gotten the Avatar The Last Airbender treatment. That one should have gotten the live action movie treatment. Although I would feel very sorry for the poor sap who had to play Miranda. That's all I can say. I mean, I think my favorite episode of that show was probably. There were a lot of good ones, so it'd be hard to choose. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I mentioned this show to my sister a few years back. She forgot about it, but she told me she would look it up, and the next day she said, "Oh, yeah, I do remember that show." She was saying she actually thought that was a good show. I mean, yeah. But anyway, before I get to the obvious number one, I'm going to do a quick recap. Number six, All Grown Up. Number five, Real Monsters. Number four, The Wild Thornberries. Number three, Rocket Power. And number two, As Told by Ginger. And the number one top Nickelodeon Klasky Csupo show is, you might have heard of it. They were in diapers over a decade. I'm talking about Rugrats. I mean, grew up with them, had merchandise. Hated Angelica with all my heart. My grandmother hated Angelica. Miss you, Granny. But yeah, I mean, Rugrats was a Nickelodeon staple. I mean, The Adventures, Tommy, Chucky, Phil, Lil, Susie, Angelica, and later Dill, Kimmy. I wonder if any adults who watched Rugrats back in the day ever got the Chucky from Rugrats confused with the Chucky the Killer doll from Child's Play. I mean, yeah, I mean, both red hair. I mean, both character designs. I mean, yeah, same. I just have one thing to say. I am going to talk about my opinion of the episode when wishes came true. If you remember, Tommy did like a block design. He called it Three Babies and a Guitar. And then Angelica popped up and kicked it, and she said she called it a mess. Tommy was so furious, he wished something bad would happen to Angelica. And unfortunately for Tommy, he thought that wish came true when his uncle Drew came in, and apparently it was the anniversary of his wife Charlotte's leverage buyout, so he probably got her what is probably the most craziest, obnoxious gift. A statue, I repeat, a full statue of, you guessed it, Angelica. And when Tommy saw the statue, he thought his wish came true. He thought she turned into a rock, so they tried to start treating her like a real girl. And I guess they did so much, and I guess they tried to put her in a wagon. It wasn't, and instead of landing in the wagon, it landed on the ground, smashed to pieces, and they were really upset that Angelica came out. and they were all giving her hugs and happy she was okay, and just Angelica didn't like that, so she started back away. She tripped over one of the pieces of the statue, and she said, "Where are all those rocks down there?" And hey, what? And then she looked at the statue and she said, "Hey, wait a minute. Those aren't rocks, they're me!" And then Drew came out and asked what was going on. And then he looked down and he screamed, and Stu stupidly asked, "Is something wrong?" You know, didn't you just want to say, "No, Stu, nothing's wrong." He just screamed because he wanted to. Apparently, he paid like over 400. I think it was $485.57 statue. Who in the hell buys a statue of their own kid and pays almost $500? Really? Ugh. Well, anyway, Stu said he'd try to fix it because, well, let's just say it didn't turn out well because, well, first he called it Angelica on a spiraling staircase, and then Drew said, "I call it a mess," which it was, and Angelica broke down crying. I just have one thing to say. Angelica's statue broke. Now her dad can't give her mom that poor stat. Well, hold on. You know what I mean, but I gotta do this. Angelica's statue broke. Now her poor dad can't give that statue to her poor mom as an anniversary of her gift for her first leverage buyout. Give me a break. Angelica, you are such a brat. You hear me? God, you are a brat. Look up brat in the dictionary and you'll see a picture of your big bratty face. Got it? Ugh. But anyway, that is me ranking all 6 of the Nickelodeon cartoons produced by Klasky Csupo. If you agree with this list, it's cool. If you don't, that's okay too. But let me know what you think of this list, because I love hearing the comments and critiques. I mean, this video was from TV shows I grew up with, and I'm sure a lot of people out there watch them too. But anyway, thank you for watching. Have a good day. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and don't get any sand in the potato salad, especially if it took you 3 days to make the potato salad, okay? Thank you and good night.